At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
Sebby Gibbs. I'm here with 2025 Southside Blue Devils MVP, Henry Robbins. How you feeling about being on the show today?
Good.
You like the set?
Yeah.
All right. So to get started, recently Sean McDermott got fired from the Bills. What do you think about that?
I think it was a good choice.
You think it was a good choice?
Yeah.
I think it was coming, for sure. They definitely needed a change, I think. What do you think about the new head coach, Joe Brady?
I think he's good.
Yeah. He's been the offense coordinator for the past couple of years, so has experience, you know. So, how do you think the Bills are going to be next year? It's going to be a lot of changes.
I think they'll do good.
Yeah. All right. So, to get started, last week I put my predictions in for honors, but I think we should talk about it a little bit more, as it's happening tomorrow, should be, for honors. So, who do you think is going to win MVP? Stafford, May, Allen, Lawrence, McCaffrey?
I think Drake May will probably.
You think Drake? I think Matthew Stafford. Why do you think Drake May is going to win?
Just because he's beat a lot of good teams this year. I think they'll probably.
See, in my opinion, Stafford has better stats. Well, yeah, he has better stats. He's first in every category. But I could definitely see it going to May. How about Offensive Player of the Year? It's Drake May, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, and Puka Nacua.
I think it'll probably be Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good choice. Puka, yeah, he's had a lot of yards this year.
Yeah.
Been doing really good. How about for Defensive Player of the Year? Will Anderson Jr., Nick Bonito, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons?
Probably Myles Garrett, just because he beat the
sack record.
Yeah.
Mom's a big Browns fan, and your dad.
Yeah.
You guys went to that Bills game?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good.
All right. What was your favorite part about it?
Probably because it was a close game through the start, but I was happy because the Bills won.
Yeah. So, big game coming up, Super Bowl. We'll talk about this more later. But let's put our predictions in to start. And we'll talk about it a little bit more next segment. But who do you think is going to win in the Super Bowl and why?
Seattle. I think Seattle will win just because they've gone through a lot of tough teams through the playoffs.
Yeah. How much and what do you think is going to happen? How much are they going to win by?
I think they'll win by maybe 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I have Seattle 21-13. Who do you think is going to win MVP?
I don't know.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Probably Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, him and Njigba have been doing the connection is very strong.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see that happening. QBs, definitely the winning QB has been winning it a lot. Jalen Hurts. Cooper Kupp won it the other year, but Mahomes won it multiple times. Brady won it multiple times when he won Super Bowls. Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, go on and on. Speaking of Drew Brees, Bills hired Drew Brees offensive coordinator when he won a Super Bowl. What do you think about that?
I think it was a good choice.
Yeah. So, Bills have been making a lot of moves. Excuse me. They hired an offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, special teams coordinator, offensive line coach, outside linebacker coach, cornerback coach, inside linebacker coach, wide receiver coach, and head coach. So it's going to be a very different team than last year for sure, as they've been new play calling for the defense. Jim Leonard hired former Bills safety So the new play calling is definitely going to change up the defense. Defense been struggling the past few years with McDermott at the helm, calling the plays. And so you're familiar with the Broncos defense, Pat Surtain, Nick Bonito. They played them in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Jim Leonard calling the plays. It was a tough defense, don't you agree? Yeah. One of the best cornerbacks in the league, one of the best edge rushers in the league. They forced Allen to have 4 turnovers, you know? So if that's what the defense looks like, I think the Bills will be set, you know? But I think those are going to be looking very good. We will talk about the Super Bowl more next segment, but we will see you guys next segment, talking about the Super Bowl a little bit, and see what comes.
At Wegmans, we've crafted our new sandwiches with layers and layers of deliciousness. Each one is made fresh with our very best ingredients, like hearty breads made with grains from near our stores, premium cheeses, and freshly carved meats. We've packed big, delicious flavor into every bite for sandwiches that are endlessly good.
Welcome to Lakewood, New York, where community and adventure meet by the water's edge. Stroll our farmers market, sip something special at bag and string wine merchants, and discover local shops that feel like home. From sailing and pickleball to concerts in the park, every season brings a reason to gather. Lakewood isn't just a destination, it's a way of life. Discover it for yourself. Lakewood, where good times live.
Welcome to the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, located at 15 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. Visitors will see photographs, awards, apparel, and other sports memorabilia. We invite all visitors to stop in the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame and learn about the sports history of Chautauqua County.
Gibbs. I'm here with Henry Robbins, and let's talk more about the Super Bowl. So we both predict the Seahawks to win, and both by a score or two, both 2-score games. But I think a big thing to point out in the Super Bowl is the QB matchup. So Sam Darnold, who journeyman career, so he got drafted by the Jets, had some time in Carolina, backed up a little bit for the 49ers, went to Minnesota, crushed it, and then now in the Seahawks in his first year in a Super Bowl. And Drake May, a second-year quarterback, and he's already in the MVP conversation. He has 4,394 passing yards this year, 31 touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions, 35 total touchdowns for May this year. And you said Darnold is going to win MVP. So what do you think Darnold's going to do in this game to help the Seahawks win?
I just think him and Najigba have like such good connection.
Yeah.
That I feel like he'll throw for like a bunch of passing yards.
Yeah.
And a bunch of touchdowns.
And this Patriots D has been pretty good. Same with the Seattle D. Patriots only 26 total points allowed in this playoff. I think Njigba's going to win for the same reason as you. I think Darnold and Njigba connection is very strong, and I think that he's going to have a touchdown. I mean, in the playoffs, he's had a touchdown both in the last 2 games. They had the bye. He had about 150 yards last game. But what do you think the Seahawks or the Patriots need to do to win this game? So you said Seahawks, but what do you think is going to be a key factor? Like, do you think they're going to have to make Drake May turn over the ball? Do you think they're going to have to run the ball? Like, what is the key factor in this game?
I feel like defense. I feel like both teams have to play really good defense.
Yeah, you can't let May get hot, for sure. As more time he has the ball, more points he puts up. Like Broncos game last week for May, very close. And the more he had the ball, more comfortable he was getting, the more yards they were getting. and it just kept on adding on. So you don't want May to get hot. I think for the Patriots to win, I think they need to shut down Jack Smith and Jigba. Because you shut down Jack Smith and Jigba, no one else is really there for the Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold. They have Cooper Kupp, who's a little bit older now, Kenneth Walker, who had a great game against the 49ers in the playoffs, but Jackson Smith and Jigba is the biggest threat. So for the Patriots to win, I think they need to shut down Jigba. And then I think for both offenses, you cannot turn the ball over. Turning the ball over is going to be crucial. Like, for example, bringing up the Bills-Broncos game again, but 5 turnovers for the Bills, really, that's what lost them the game, you know? So more turnovers, the harder it's going to be for each of these teams to win. Seattle are the favorites, so we will be looking at that. So any other last things you want to say about the Super Bowl?
No.
All right. So NBA trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
2 really big trades. So James Harden to the Clippers. James Harden to the Cavs. Jeez. Darius Garland to the Clippers, and then Jaren Jackson to the Jazz. Which one do you think is the biggest trade out of those?
I feel like Jaren Jackson to the Jazz.
He's really good for the Grizz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think about, like, friend Isaiah, big Cavs guy, loves the Cavs, but Darius Garland for James Harden, jeez. What do you think about that? Do you think...
I feel like James Harden's just, like, older than Darius Garland.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like Darius Garland, if they kept him, he could have, like, I feel like had better potential.
Yeah,
because James Harden's just so old.
Yeah, he doesn't have crazy years left.
Yeah.
But it seems like the Grizzlies are going to be shutting down, trying to go into a rebuild, similar to what we saw with, Kevin Durant, OKC. Couldn't get over the hump. Grizzlies have had the same core for a couple years now. They're shutting it all down. Where do you think Ja's going to go? Do you think Ja's going to get traded? And where do you think he's going to go?
I feel like they'll probably trade Ja just because he's getting hurt so much and, suspended. And I feel like they'll trade him because I feel like a team would offer a lot for him because he's younger kind of.
Where do you think he's going to go, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough.
I think so. A lot of people are saying the Lakers, but they got Luka, they got LeBron. Unless they were to trade one of those people, I don't think they would get Ja because they're just ball central people. They want the ball in their hands, and they need it to make the plays. So I think he bought a house in Miami, so Heat's up there. I honestly don't know where he's gonna go. I might not even think that they're gonna trade him. Who knows? So, Darius Garland to the Clippers. Now they got Garland versus everybody, basically, at this point. What do you think about, how do you think Garland's going to do?
I feel like he'll do good just because he doesn't have, like, a lot of good, people that are surrounding him.
He's going to be central.
Yeah, he'll be, like, the main person on the team. I feel like he'll do good this year.
Yeah, a lot of time to develop. I feel like it's kind of one of those Jordan Poole situations where Jordan Poole gets traded to Washington, and it's not a great team. Doesn't have a lot of people to share the ball or help score, help win games, and kind of his couple years have passed and he hasn't really done anything. Got now on the Pelicans, but I think definitely it's one of those situations. So. All right, this is off topic, but Bad Bunny is the halftime show. Are we watching it? You like it?
Yeah, I'll watch it probably.
Jorge loves Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
That's his guy. So I'm sure Jorge will be excited for that. So what do you think about this? Like, are you excited for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Or are you going for it?
I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
But I feel like the second half, like late third, fourth quarter, I feel like the Seahawks are just going to pull it off.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close because of the defenses also. Where are you going to watch it?
I think I'm going to my cousin's house.
Jack?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. So, great defenses playing each other. It's going to be a great game, in my opinion. So we will talk about more. So we got some questions on next segment. So we will see you next segment on CCS Sportscast.
Place where you can not only find your next new car, you can customize it exactly how you want it. Build a vehicle from one of your favorite brands, secure rebates and incentives, and expect delivery within 6 to 8 weeks. Get the keys to your ride in-store or in your own driveway and enjoy a year of complimentary Schultz Auto Care. Walk in to view our exciting inventory of vehicles arriving daily, or schedule your digital consultation online today to discover why we say you can't beat a Schultz deal.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
Welcome to the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, located at 15 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. Visitors will see photographs, awards, apparel, and other sports memorabilia. We invite all visitors to stop in the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame and learn about the sports history of Chautauqua County.
Jeez, I can't talk today at all.
Long day in school for you guys.
Yeah, real long day. Long day of practice. Yeah, so.
You haven't seen anything yet. Henry, how you doing?
Good.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Attaboy. We're going to do questions.
Yeah,
Get some questions.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to hit you both with these when we do it.
All right.
All right, so you both seem to really like football a lot, right? Is that true? Mm-hmm. What do you like better, football or NBA?
Football.
You like football? How about you? Football.
Football, for sure.
Easy.
Yeah.
When did you first start liking it really? Like, when can you remember, like, your way?
So, I remember, it was like 2021. First year playing, and I didn't really watch it at the start, but then I started watching it, and
That's just when you were into it?
Yep.
Bills
Got
all
right
the way.
into it. Yep.
Is someone in your family, like, a huge Bills fan?
Well, so my dad was a Cowboys fan. Not to shame on him, but he did bandwagon to the Bills.
But before you were around, that dude had some bragging rights.
Yeah, for sure. But now it's meh.
Absolutely.
But, so my dad was a Cowboys fan, but he really brought me into football the most. But as I started watching the Bills, he watched the Bills more. So yeah,
that's cool.
It definitely made him a fan of the Bills. My mom's side of the family for sure. Also, all Bills fans. Uncle Jake, Uncle Josh, Uncle Jordy, Uncle Joel, all of them.
All Bills fans.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. MVP? When did you start?
Like, when I was like 8.
You were 8?
Yeah.
What? Always a Bill? You're Browns or Bills?
I used to like the Vikings.
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah.
Here's Phillips. So is my guy. You're all about the Vikings. How'd you switch over?
Because like my whole family liked the Bills.
Oh, okay. So it was forced on you. Me too. I used to be a Redskins fan back in the day. But that's when they called them the Redskins, and then I switched over because of my family. All right, both of you. So give or take. Josh Allen, what's he best at? What do you think is his best trait? On or off the field, either. Doesn't matter.
His legs, because he can run.
His legs. He's run. He's mobile.
Yeah.
How about you?
So, yeah, I feel like running is definitely a great trait for Allen.
Yep.
Because not every quarterback can do it. Like, great quarterbacks like Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, they're more pocket passers. Tom Brady was a big pocket passer.
Mm-hmm.
And having that running trait's very good for Josh Allen, but Allen has a great arm.
He does. Big strong kid too.
Yeah.
I think too that and I've learned this a lot like over the last month. The team you always look at the quarterback as the leader, but I think his leadership ability, how these guys have rallied around him. Yeah. I mean, usually there's a sway here and there, a receiver will lip off, back with Stephon Diggs and all that. I think his leadership is incredible too. Just how the owner is into him, the coaches are into him, his teammates are. Deion Dawkins is crying. I mean, that shows a big trait. But his physical abilities, I mean, he's the best player in the league by far. By far, not
most
even
talented for sure.
Absolutely, not even close. And I think too, the guts that he shows. Sometimes a little too much. He's got to like chill out a little bit. But in the same respect, like he's willing to dive over a group of people to get in the end zone. So I think both of you guys are onto that. How about, this is a good one, what player is underappreciated?
Wow,
that's a tough one, right?
Henry, you want to start?
I feel like maybe like Keon Coleman.
You think he's underappreciated? Good for you for saying that. I like that.
And I will agree with you. I think he's an underappreciated guy in the Bills. A lot of people want him gone, but for Keon Coleman missing a couple games, being a healthy scratch, his numbers weren't bad. 40 receptions around there, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. So his numbers weren't bad. I think people also, they love to hate on the defense, and I think Greg Rousseau, AJ Epinesa, they're very good playmakers.
Yeah. Yep.
AJ Epinesa, people call him a depth piece. Had 2 picks this year, great in pass rush.
Yep.
There's a lot of tips, so I think AJ Epinesa for sure.
Yeah, I think they definitely, those are all great ones too. And that's the thing, I've argued with my son who's nutso about this. Well, just ditch Keon Coleman. I'm like, no, you don't. And even I watched Allen's press conference the other day when he was in. He said he's not giving up on 0, right? Yeah. And with the depth that you talked about in defense too, couldn't agree with you more. I mean, just the unsung hero type things. I mean, obviously you get a good lineman and he's going to get a lot of traction and everybody's going to talk about him. But I mean, those guys, ridiculous. Yeah. How about, and I'll ask you this isn't even on page. What do we need to pick up next year? We need to pick something up. What do we need? What are we going after? Either free agency or draft.
I feel like the draft.
What are we getting? What do we need? First pick. You're the GM and you're Brady. What are you picking? The first pick.
Maybe like a defensive
player, lineman.
Yeah, defensive player.
Same thing?
I think, it depends. So in free agency, I do think they need to target a wide receiver.
Yep.
Just because a lot of people unproven in this core.
Sure.
Like Curtis Samuel, which is he's probably getting cut.
Yeah.
We had him on a big contract last year. He'll get cut.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Palmer didn't get a lot of looks. He was hurt. So I think definitely a wide receiver because we definitely need a 1.
Yeah.
For sure. 2, because we love Shakir, but we can't give him the ball every play.
Right.
He's a slot. He's great, but you definitely need a wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing.
I think it's going to be hard, too, because when you look at back 2 years ago, when NIL, or 3 years ago when it didn't exist, you could pick up a guy. I mean, playing in Buffalo in November and December is a lot different. You get a guy from the West Coast or from Florida that comes up here, well, he would feel the effects. Now with these guys jumping around from, Michigan State to UCLA to here to there to wherever, I think it's going to be tough. Your body has to take a beating. I mean, first of all, it's freezing. You're playing in, you probably from October on, you have a wet ball to catch for some reason because it's rain, snow, whatever. I mean, I think that too is an issue. But I totally agree with you guys. It's going to take pressure off Cook.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to take, and it's going to open up other catches for other guys.
Yeah.
Right? Like especially with their tight ends. I mean, they have probably the best.
Tight end
probably the best tight end combination in the league.
Yeah,
right?
they have 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Take the pressure off people, stuff like that. Totally agree with both of you. All right, so let's talk. You said Super Bowl. You said Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with that? You said Seattle.
Well, I also said Seattle just because I don't like the Patriots.
How much is Kubiak? Now, I saw today that Kubiak has signed. He hasn't officially done it. He's going to the Raiders. Is that a distraction?
I think it's a little.
Yeah.
If I was a GM, owner, head coach, whatever, whoever's in charge of them, but I would definitely not want them taking interviews until after we are done.
Yeah.
And so, he's definitely going to the Raiders if he does take a head coaching position because Arizona hired, and it was either Arizona or the Raiders.
Raiders. He's going to the Raiders. Yep.
That was it.
So you say Seattle. Why? Well, I know you talked about it with him because of Darnold.
What? Yeah, and I feel like they've played like better teams in the playoffs.
Now, I just saw this post going around social media. Sam Darnold or Drake May are going to win a Super Bowl before Josh Allen. That's sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, when you think about it, but and just from when Sam was at Minnesota, and obviously I follow Minnesota too because Harrison was there and we worked together and stuff like that. They played against each other, at SC and Stanford, and he's tough. I mean, I think when those guys get drafted, where do you go? The Jets?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, you just get thrown into the mix. You're in the New York media. The guy's a seasoned veteran. Do you guys know Seattle fans? Do you know any Seattle fans? Any of your buddies are? I have a couple of old school guys that are.
That and I know it got made fun of last year a little bit because the Bills went to Seattle last year and literally couldn't see a Seattle fan in the crowd. Right. It was all red, white, and blue for the Bills.
Yeah, they travel well. Sure, absolutely. 12th man, though, right? Because I have a friend, buddy of mine, and I'm much older than even your parents, and he was a Seattle fan back in the day. And I'm talking Brian Bosworth, guys you don't even know.
Steve Largent.
Largent, Jim Zorn, these guys. And it was like, dude, how did you do that? How did you get to there? And I don't know why he liked them. I should ask him all the time. And we used to tease him about it and be like, the Hawks. But then, then they come back when Super Bowls. He's got the 12th man jersey. He's all about it. It's a tough, I'm a Bills guy. I don't want to see the Patriots win, but I like Vrabel a little bit. I just dig him a little bit. I'm a Matt Collins guy still. I think they should have kept him.
I agree. Yeah. I do think they should have kept him. I think Vrabel's funny. I think he's
entertaining.
Yeah.
Right? He gets it. He understands how to do it the Patriot way. I think their division got better too, the Bills. But as far as the Super Bowl goes, high scoring?
I think it's actually going to be low scoring.
You think it's going to be low scoring?
Because the defenses are so good. Yep. I mean, Patriots, I said it earlier, I don't know, I think it was 26 points. My notes are over there.
Yeah.
But allowed all playoff.
I didn't realize. How do you think of that
They
stuff?
don't.
Well, how do you know that? Are you paying attention in school? Or, how do you know that? That's, I've talked about him to people about this show. And I'm like, I had to go home and look up one night who Bobby Babich was. I'm like, what is this kid talking about? Oh, it's a defensive.
He just got hired at Green Bay now. Yeah.
How do you know that? You're not paying attention in school. I want to see your report. Is that how he talks about his football? He just got hired in Green Bay, and you know that.
Yeah.
I don't. Does Green Bay even have a team anymore? I don't even know that. So you both think Seattle. I'd like to see. I'm okay with that. I like the fact that I think they're a good team.
Yes.
And not that I don't think New England's a good team. I think New England played a weak schedule. I don't know too much about Seattle, but I wouldn't mind seeing him, my buddy, and I just think it's a good story. I definitely think it's a good story for Darnold. I mean, come on.
Sure. First overall pick, and then he gets benched and goes to Carolina. Arguably went to the worst two places for a QB to be.
Yep. And then he comes out, and I think the Vikings were 14-2 when he was there. They get out to that start and then fade. But still, last two teams, dude can lead a little bit, right? I mean, I don't even know if you would know, probably. Is he under contract in Seattle?
Yeah, he got 2 year, I think
he's got 2 year?
2 year, 100 mil, something.
Like the best.
Jeez.
I don't. So what's up with, you like doing this?
Yeah.
You coming back?
You want to be on again?
You got to be, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, we're going to
Maybe
get all
we'll
these
get
people
Joey
here.
on here, too.
All right, so this is what he does the best. He takes us out of here, okay? So, my man Jax and Will are downstairs. Do what you got to do, brother.
All right, so we will see you next time on CCS Sportscast.
I think that it's important to know what the kids are thinking about the community and what they can do for it, and get their point of view from it, especially the kids, because they're the future generations.
You get to do fun TikToks and other fun interactive stuff. There's a lot more behind the scenes to this club than just sitting and interviewing. It's a good opportunity, so try it out.